Have you ever felt like you're constantly trying to prove your worth to someone? If so, you might be dealing with a narcissist. Narcissism is more than just self-love. It's a complex personality trait that can have serious impacts on relationships and personal well-being. Here we examine the key signs that indicate you might be interacting with a narcissist, helping you protect yourself from potential emotional harm. Narcissists often exhibit an inflated sense of self-importance that goes beyond healthy self-esteem. They view themselves as superior to others and expect to be recognized as such without necessarily having the achievements or qualities to warrant this treatment. This grandiose self-image is not just confidence, it's an unwavering belief in their own exceptionalism. You might notice a narcissist dominating conversations, always steering the topic back to themselves. They may boast about their accomplishments, often exaggerating or even fabricating stories to appear more impressive. Their tales frequently cast them as the hero, the victim, or the central character in every scenario. This excessive self-importance often manifests in their expectations of others. A narcissist might demand special treatment, insisting on the best of everything, the finest table at a restaurant, VIP treatment at events, or constant praise from those around them. They may become visibly upset or angry when they don't receive the preferential treatment they believe they deserve. In professional settings, a narcissist might take credit for team efforts, downplay others' contributions, or react with hostility to any suggestion that challenges their self-perceived superiority. They may refuse to follow rules or guidelines that apply to everyone else, believing they're above such restrictions. This inflated self-image can also lead to a preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. A narcissist might spend excessive time daydreaming about their future glory or reminiscing about past triumphs, often embellishing these stories with each retelling. It's crucial to recognize that this behavior stems from deep-seated insecurity. Despite their outward bravado, narcissists often have fragile self-esteem. Their exaggerated sense of self-importance serves as a defense mechanism, protecting them from feelings of inadequacy or vulnerability. Understanding this aspect of narcissism can help you navigate interactions with such individuals. While it's tempting to challenge their grandiose claims, doing so often leads to conflict. Instead, maintaining emotional distance and setting clear boundaries can be more effective strategies for dealing with a narcissist's excessive self-importance. One of the most telling signs of narcissism is a profound lack of empathy. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, is a cornerstone of healthy relationships. Narcissists, however, struggle to recognize or identify with other people's emotions, needs, or perspectives. This empathy deficit manifests in various ways. You might notice that conversations with a narcissist feel one-sided. They may appear disinterested when you share your problems or experiences, quickly shifting the focus back to themselves. When you express emotions, they might seem uncomfortable, dismissive, or even annoyed, unable to offer genuine comfort or understanding. In relationships, this lack of empathy can be particularly damaging. A narcissistic partner might consistently prioritize their own needs and desires, showing little regard for your feelings or well-being. They may make important decisions without considering how these choices affect you, or dismiss your concerns as unimportant or overreactions. This empathy void extends to their interactions with others as well. You might observe a narcissist making insensitive comments, seemingly oblivious to how their words impact those around them. They may show little remorse for hurting others' feelings, often blaming the other person for being too sensitive. In professional settings, a narcissistic colleague or boss might push employees to exhaustion, showing no concern for their work-life balance or personal circumstances. They may exploit others' weaknesses for personal gain, viewing people as tools to be used rather than individuals with their own needs and feelings. It's important to note that this lack of empathy isn't always apparent at first. Narcissists can be charming and may initially appear caring. However, this surface-level charm often fades when they don't get what they want or when someone else's needs conflict with their own. The narcissist's empathy deficit can leave those around them feeling unseen, unheard, and emotionally neglected. It's a key reason why relationships with narcissists often feel so one-sided and unfulfilling. Recognizing this trait can help you understand why your emotional needs might be consistently overlooked in your interactions with a narcissist. Remember, while it's natural to hope that a narcissist will eventually understand your perspective, their lack of empathy is a deep-seated trait. Protecting your emotional well-being often requires accepting this limitation and adjusting your expectations accordingly. Narcissists are often master manipulators, employing a range of tactics to control others and maintain their sense of superiority. Recognizing these manipulation strategies is crucial for protecting yourself from their harmful effects. One common tactic is gaslighting, where the narcissist denies or distorts reality to make you question your own perceptions and memories. They might claim events didn't happen the way you remember, or insist you're overreacting to their behavior. This constant undermining of your reality can leave you feeling confused, anxious, and dependent on the narcissist for validation. Another manipulation technique is love bombing, where the narcissist showers you with excessive affection and attention early in the relationship. This intense display of admiration can be intoxicating, making you feel special and valued. However, it's often a ploy to quickly establish control and create an emotional dependency. Narcissists also frequently use guilt as a manipulation tool. They may play the victim, accusing you of not caring enough or not appreciating their efforts. This guilt-tripping can make you feel responsible for their happiness and well-being, causing you to overlook their harmful behaviors. Silent treatment is another powerful manipulation tactic in the narcissist's arsenal. By withdrawing communication and emotional connection, they punish you for perceived slights or for not meeting their expectations. This can leave you anxious and eager to please, reinforcing their control over the relationship. Narcissists often employ triangulation, involving a third party in your relationship, to create jealousy, insecurity, or conflict. They might compare you unfavorably to others, or hint at outside interest to keep you off balance and vying for their approval. Another subtle yet effective manipulation tactic is moving the goalposts. A narcissist might constantly change their expectations or the rules of engagement in your relationship. Just when you think you've met their needs, they introduce new demands, leaving you in a constant state of trying to prove yourself. Narcissists may also use financial manipulation to maintain control. This could involve limiting your access to shared resources, creating financial dependency, or using money as a reward or punishment for your behavior. It's crucial to remember that these manipulation tactics are not always obvious. Narcissists can be incredibly charming and persuasive, often disguising their manipulative behaviors as care or concern. They may even convince you that their actions are for your own good. Recognizing these manipulation tactics is the first step in protecting yourself. Once you're aware of these strategies, you can start to see patterns in the narcissist's behavior and develop strategies to maintain your emotional independence and well-being. A hallmark trait of narcissism is an insatiable need for admiration. This craving goes beyond a normal desire for recognition. It's a constant hunger for praise, attention, and adoration that can never truly be satisfied. Narcissists often seek out opportunities to showcase their perceived superiority. They may dominate conversations with tales of their achievements, expecting listeners to respond with awe and approval. In social settings, they might position themselves as the center of attention, becoming visibly irritated if the spotlight shifts away from them. This need for admiration often manifests in a preoccupation with appearance and status symbols. A narcissist might be excessively concerned with their physical appearance, spending inordinate amounts of time and money on their looks. They may also display a fixation on acquiring prestigious possessions or associating with high-status individuals, using these as props to garner more admiration. In relationships, this trait can be particularly draining. A narcissistic partner might demand constant praise and affirmation, yet offer little reciprocation. They may become sulky or angry when they don't receive the level of admiration they feel they deserve. This one-sided dynamic can leave their partners feeling emotionally exhausted and undervalued. Professionally, a narcissist's need for admiration can lead to problematic behaviors. They might take credit for others' work, exaggerate their contributions to projects, or seek out high-profile assignments purely for the recognition they bring. This can create a toxic work environment, breeding resentment among colleagues and undermining team morale. Social media often serves as a perfect platform for narcissists to feed their need for admiration. They may obsessively curate their online presence, posting frequently and becoming disproportionately upset by a lack of likes or positive comments. Their social media accounts often present an idealized, carefully constructed image of their life. It's important to note that this constant need for admiration stems from deep-seated insecurity. Despite their outward bravado, narcissists often have fragile self-esteem. The admiration they seek serves as a temporary balm for their inner feelings of inadequacy. However, because these feelings are so deeply rooted, no amount of external validation can truly satisfy them. This trait can make maintaining a relationship with a narcissist challenging. Their need for admiration can feel like an emotional black hole, constantly demanding more while giving little in return. Recognizing this pattern can help you set healthy boundaries and manage your own expectations in your interactions with a narcissist. Remember, it's not your responsibility to constantly feed a narcissist's need for admiration. Protecting your own emotional well-being often requires learning to disengage from this exhausting cycle of demand and supply. One of the most challenging aspects of interacting with a narcissist is their intense aversion to criticism. While most people may feel uncomfortable with negative feedback, narcissists often react with disproportionate anger, defensiveness, or complete denial when faced with even the mildest critique. This difficulty in accepting criticism stems from the narcissist's fragile self-image. Despite their outward appearance of confidence, their self-esteem is often quite brittle. Any perceived slight or criticism threatens to shatter the grandiose self-image they've carefully constructed, triggering intense defensive reactions. When confronted with criticism, a narcissist might employ various strategies to deflect or deny it. They may become immediately hostile, attacking the person offering the critique. This could involve questioning the critic's competence, motives, or right to offer feedback. The narcissist might launch into a litany of their own accomplishments or positive qualities, attempting to overwhelm the criticism with evidence of their superiority. Another common reaction is to play the victim. The narcissist might twist the situation, portraying themselves as unfairly persecuted or misunderstood. They may accuse the critic of being overly harsh, sensitive, or having a personal vendetta against them. This victim stance serves to deflect attention from the original criticism and instead focus on the narcissist's perceived mistreatment. In professional settings, this trait can be particularly problematic. A narcissistic colleague or boss might react to constructive feedback with rage or retaliation. They may refuse to acknowledge mistakes or areas for improvement, hindering their own growth and creating a tense work environment where others fear offering necessary input. Narcissists often engage in criticism amnesia, seemingly forgetting or dismissing valid critiques soon after they're given. This allows them to maintain their inflated self-image without the discomfort of addressing their flaws or mistakes. It can be frustrating for those around them, as the same issues may arise repeatedly without resolution. This difficulty with criticism extends to the narcissist's perception of others' successes. They may view others' achievements as threats, responding with envy, dismissiveness, or attempts to undermine the other person's success. This reaction stems from their need to maintain a sense of superiority and constrain both personal and professional relationships. It's crucial to understand that a narcissist's inability to handle criticism isn't something you can easily change or fix. Attempts to offer constructive feedback, no matter how gently phrased, are likely to be met with resistance or hostility. This can make it challenging to resolve conflicts or address issues in relationships with narcissists. Recognizing this trait can help you navigate interactions with a narcissist more effectively. It may be necessary to adjust your expectations, understanding that the narcissist is unlikely to respond to criticism in a productive manner. In some cases, protecting your own well-being might require limiting your engagement or setting firm boundaries around behaviors that stem from this inability to accept feedback. Identifying narcissistic traits in others is a crucial skill for protecting your emotional well-being. From their excessive self-importance and lack of empathy to their manipulative tactics, insatiable need for admiration, and difficulty accepting criticism, narcissists can have a profound impact on those around them. By understanding these signs, you're better equipped to recognize narcissistic behavior and take steps to protect yourself. Remember, your feelings and experiences are valid, and it's okay to prioritize your own emotional health when dealing with a narcissist.